Hello my dear students, welcome to Tenali Pathshala YouTube channel. In today's class we are going to discuss important concepts, chapter wise important questions of PUC first year chemistry which are going to be asked in annual examination. And also we are going to discuss 100% fixed questions. So what are the questions definitely going to ask in annual examination? That also we are going to discuss in the today's class. Yes guys, let us start starting from the first chapter. Yes guys, some basic concept of chemistry. So in the first unit, so what are the important concepts they are going to ask means a definition of molarity, definition of molarity, definition of molality, definition of normality and mole fractions. So out of these four, they will ask one for a definition purpose. Then you see guys, life-saving drugs. So many times they have asked in previous examinations, life-saving drugs, nothing but the drugs used in the cancer therapy and all. So example here is drugs used as a life-saving drugs means Taxol, cisplatin. These are life-saving drugs. Next one, depletion of ozone. So which chemical is responsible for depletion of ozone guys? CFC, chlorofluorocarbon, is responsible for depletion of ozone layer. And law of multiple proportion, law of definite proportion, they will ask one for a definition out of these two laws. And also you look after a significant figure from this chapter. Next, this is 100% fixed question guys. So what is that means? Problem on empirical formula and molecular formula calculations. So in every annual examination, whatever the district may be, so in every annual examination this same question is asked for a 3 marks. So definitely yes. So remember, this is a fixed question they are going to ask in the first chapter. So these are the concepts. If you want, you can take a screenshot of it. So this is the first chapter. These are the important concept, important questions they may arise in your annual examination. And remember, this last problem, this last whatever we have written now, problems on empirical formula and molecular formula calculation. One problem definitely they will ask in annual examination. So be prepared for that. If you want, I will make a video on that, some basic concept of chemistry, important whatever we are discussing the concept. We'll make some answers also, like definition of molarity and all, and also we'll solve some problems. If you want, comment below. So this is the first chapter, important concept. If you want, you can take a screenshot. Next, we'll discuss second chapter. Second chapter is atomic structure. In atomic structure, see guys, explain the formation of spectral lines in hydrogen spectrum on the basis of Bohr's theory. So you know, in a hydrogen spectrum can be again separated into so many lines: Lyman series, Balmer series, Paschen series, bracket series and P-Fund series. You remember those things, small some points in that. So these are very important concept. Next one, this one, Pauli's exclusive principle, Hund's rule, N plus L rule. These are very important on this chapter. See guys, next one, write electronic configuration. Definitely they will ask one electronic configuration. Whatever may be the element, they will ask one electronic configuration for 1 mark. States postulates of Bohr theory. This is very important question. So this definitely they are going to ask postulates on Bohr's theory. So some 3 to 4 postulates you make prepare of it. So they will ask postulates of Bohr's theory. Next, write a note on quantum numbers. This is 100% fixed question guys. Write a note on quantum number. They will ask a significant figure. They will ask significant figure of quantum numbers. You know, quantum number, atomic quantum number, principal quantum number, spin quantum number, magnetic quantum number. They will ask a significance, where it is used. For definitely they will ask. This is a 100% fixed question. Be prepared of it. If you want a video on this also, you can comment below guys. Yes. So if you want a screenshot, you can take it. This is a second chapter, atomic structure, important questions and fixed questions. Next we'll start third chapter, periodic properties of elements. See guys, first one here you have to discuss here is state modern periodic law. These are the definition, very important definitions: electron affinity, ionization energy, electronegativity, atomic radii. These are very important definitions they are going to ask in this chapter. And also this one, trends along the periods. That means if you move from periods means what? Horizontal lines. Horizontal lines in the periodic table are called periods. Vertical lines are called groups. So along the periods, along the horizontal line, what happens to the ionization energy? What happens to the electronegativity? What happens to the atomic radii? What happens to the electronegativity? So you have to see these things. That is what trends. They will definitely ask one trend out of these four. So they will ask how size varies from periods in the periodic table. You have to write size increases or decreases, atomic radius decreases or increases. That trends. One they will ask along periods. One trend they will ask for a group. Group means vertical. From top to bottom in the periodic table, what happens to these four things? So these are very important concept regarding this chapter. And in this chapter, there is no fixed question. They may ask whatever the application based questions are there. In every time they will change the question. But thing is that you remember guys, these are the concept. From this concept only they are going to ask the question. Yeah, this is a third chapter. If you want a screenshot, you can take it guys. Yes. Let us discuss chapter number 4. Chemical bonding and molecular structure. Chapter number 4. This is a very important chapter guys. See guys. Give the differences between sigma bond and pi bond. This is fixed question guys. Difference between sigma bond and pi bond. So many times they have asked this question for annual examination. Yes. Second one. Why sigma bond is stronger than pi bond? This is also asked so many times. Out of these three, definitely they will ask one. sp3 hybridization, sp2 hybridization and sp hybridization. Taking methane, ethene, ethyne, whatever the example may be. This is the out of these three, they will ask one. A difference between sigma bond, pi bond, definitely they will ask for the annual examination. Next you see guys, with the help of VSEPR theory, explain structure of water molecule, ammonia molecule and beryllium fluoride molecule, BeF2. So out of these three, definitely they will ask one. According to VSEPR theory, you have to explain the structure. For example, ammonia having a bent shape, water has a bent shape, ammonia has a pyramidal shape, like that. So you have to explain it with the VSEPR theory. Out of these three, they will ask one. Out of these three, they will ask one. This difference between sigma bond, pi bond, definitely they will ask. Postulates of MOT, this is also very important concept, and they will ask 1 mark for Lewis dot structure of CO. Lewis dot structure, you have to remember, they will definitely ask for 1 mark. Another one is electronic configuration, bond order and magnetic property of carbon based on MOT. That means based on molecular orbital theory, you have to explain electronic configuration, bond order, BO for bond order and magnetic property of any element. So usually they will ask a carbon, helium, nitrogen and all. Yes, you know, based on metal molecular orbital theory, you have to explain these three concepts. So these are the important concepts of chemical bonding. Yes guys, out of sigma bond difference they will ask one. Out of these hybridization they will ask one. Out of these three examples they will ask one. And postulates of MOT and this first question. Out of these two they will ask one. And Lewis dot structure of CO, Lewis dot structure of ethane, ethyne, ammonia, water, like that example. They will ask one example for Lewis dot structure. Out of those, CO is very important. I hope you understood. This is regarding chemical bonding, which is a fixed question here. Difference between sigma bond, pi bond, and out of these three hybridization, they will ask definitely one for annual examination. These are the fixed questions. Yes. This, if you want to take a screenshot, you can take it, guys. Yes. Now we'll discuss chapter number 5. States of matter, the gaseous state. So here, out of these 4 laws, they will ask one law definitely for 2 mark. Explain or define Boyle's law, Charles' law, Avogadro's law, and Gay-Lussac's law. Out of these 4 laws, they will ask one law for the definition definitely. Yes. Next one, this is 100% fixed question, guys. Write the postulates of kinetic theory of gases. 5 postulates are there, no? So out of those things, they will ask definitely a postulates of kinetic theory of gases. 100% fixed question. Next one, derive expression for ideal gas equation. This is also very important question. Expression for ideal gas. PV is equal to nRT. You have to derive it using all these 4 laws. You know, derivation. If you want again a video on this chapter also, you can make a comment below. We'll try to make a video on that. Relation between density and molar mass. Yes, guys, this is also another important point in this chapter. You have to study it. Yes. Problems on kinetic energy. Calculate kinetic energy of 2 mole of nitrogen at 300 Kelvin. So this type I have given a model. So this type question they will ask for a one question, problematic part. And a last one here is write van der Waals equation and explain the terms. So for 2 marks, van der Waals equation and explain the terms. So in this chapter, definitely ask a question means Boyle's law, Charles law, Avogadro's law, Gay-Lussac's law. Out of these 4 laws, they will ask one. Definitely. Postulates of kinetic theory of gases. They will definitely ask. Fix the question it is. Yes. And ideal gas equation, density and molar mass relation, and van der Waals equation. Out of these 3, they will ask one. See, first one and second one must you have to do. First one and second one. Definitely ask questions. The remaining you just read yourself so that you will get out about marks in the states of matter chapter. Yes, guys. This is chapter. Now we will discuss chapter number 6. Thermodynamics. Yes. What is an open system, isolated system, closed system? What is the extensive property, intensive property? Yes, extensive property, intensive property. Work done calculation, one problem. Calculate work done when 2 mole of an ideal gas expands isothermally and reversibly at 300 Kelvin from 10 atmosphere pressure to 2 atm pressure. That means they will give a pressure, sometimes they will give a volume. So like that question will arise. You have to calculate work done in all the cases. So these are the first 2 points are for definitions. Next one for calculations. Next you see, guys, define terms. So what are the definition terms? They will ask enthalpy of combustion, enthalpy of formation, enthalpy of transition, enthalpy of solution, enthalpy of neutralization. So out of these 5, they will ask one for a definition. Then why enthalpy of neutralization of strong acid with strong base is always constant? This is also very important question. Write equation which relates delta H and delta E. Important. This is fixed question, guys. Yes. They will ask one problem on thermochemical problems, thermochemical equations, like combustion of benzene, combustion of methane. So NCERT problem they will ask. Just to prepare these 2, combustion of benzene and combustion of methane, guys. Definitely out of these 2, definitely fixed question for 4 marks. Thermochemical problem. One problem is fixed from thermodynamics chapter. Next one you see, guys, relation between Cp and Cv. This is also very important question. So many times this question is repeated. Relation between Cp and Cv. You have to look after this also. Yes, guys. So next one, chapter number 7, chemical equilibrium. See, guys, homologous and heterologous equilibrium. Equilibrium constant definition, nothing but it is also called a law of equilibrium. Equilibrium constant, law of equilibrium, equilibrium law, all are same only. Write the equation which relates Kp, Kc, explain the terms. That means relation between Kp and Kc they are asking. Derive the expression for Kp. That means they will give us the equation like this. So many times same equations are repeated. Equation like this, and they will ask you have to write the Kp or Kc expression for these equations. Right, you know Kp and Kc are nothing but Kp is equilibrium constant in terms of partial pressure. Kc is equilibrium constant in terms of concentrations. So they will ask such a questions. You have to explain, the reaction is given to you. You have to explain the Kp or Kc for this reaction. For example, Kc and Kp are defined as molar concentrations of product divided by molar concentration of reactant raised to the power of its coefficient. So for example, for ammonia, if you write a Kc for first reaction, molar concentration of product means molar concentration of NH3 raised to square, because whatever the coefficient is there, you have to square it. Whatever the reactants are there, you have to write the divided by concentration of reactant raised to the coefficients of the powers. So like that Kc expression you have to do. So if you want this chapter video, I will upload. If you want, you can comment below, guys. Definitely they will ask one expression for Kc or Kp. You are given with a reaction and you have to explain Kp or Kc. Problem between Kp and Kc. This is Kp is equal to Kc into RT raised to del N. Del is number of moles of gaseous product minus number of moles of gaseous reactants. Whatever this question answer, same thing. Equation which relates Kp and Kc. This is the relation between Kp and Kc. They will ask a problems on Kp and Kc. Yes. Next one. This is fixed question, guys. In this chapter, Le-Chatler's principle is fixed question on this chapter. Le-Chatler's principle. He explain effect of temperature, concentration and pressure. Temperature, concentration and pressure on equilibrium system. They will give ammonia. So many times they have given the same question. Usually they will give ammonia. You have to explain what is Le-Chatler's principle and how it is affecting equilibrium of this one. N2 and H2 give rise to ammonia. No, how it is. Sorry for that. Here you have to write the equilibrium sign here and here and here. Equilibrium sign must be there. Yes, these are the equilibrium reactions. By using Le-Chatler's principle, you have to tell the effect of temperature. Means if you increase the temperature, what happens to the equilibrium? If you decrease the temperature, what happens to the equilibrium? Same way in concentration, same way in pressure. So everything is discussed in equilibrium chapter. If you want those things, so please comment below. We'll explain it again once. Yes, guys. So these are the very important concept regarding chemical equilibrium. Another one fixed question is there here. This one. Fixed question. Theories of acids and bases. Lewis acid-base theory, Arrhenius acid-base theory, Bronsted-Lowry acid-base theory. Out of these four, definitely they will ask one question. Fixed question. Le-Chatler's principle, fixed question. Theories of acids and base, fixed question. If you want a screenshot, you can take it, guys. Yes. This is regarding chapter number 7. Now we'll talk about the chapter number 8. Redox reaction. See, guys, calculate oxidation number of. See, calculate oxidation number of chromium in potassium dichromate means Cr in K2Cr2O7. Manganese in potassium permanganate, Mn in KMnO4, sulfuric acid, sulfur in sulfuric acid, S in H2SO4. You have to write the oxidation number. You have to calculate it. I hope you know regarding how to calculate oxidation number. If you don't know, please comment below. I will explain once by making a video. Next one, this is a fixed question, guys. So many times. Look at the year 2017, 2018, 2019. In Belgaum district annual question paper, first PUC chemistry, this question is asked. This one. Same question is asked for 3 annual examination. So out of these two, definitely they will ask one question. You have to balance the chemical equation using oxidation number method only. Oxidation number method in acidic medium. Out of these two questions, they will ask one question definitely for 3 marks. So in this chapter, fixed question is there. If you want a screenshot, you can take it, guys. Yes. Next, we'll talk about the chapter number 9. Hydrogen. So in hydrogen, we have to discuss a water, shape of water, whatever the you just read. Hydrogen peroxide, H2O2. Again, you have to explain structure of H2O2 and some applications. Causes of temporary and permanent hardness of water and methods to remove it. That means they will ask what causes the temporary and permanent hardness of the water. You have to explain it. You know, carbonate and magnesium salts are there, no? So those causes the temporary permanent hardness of water. We have to remove it. So many methods are there. So you have to explain any one method. Like that question will arise. What are the causes for temporary and permanent hardness of water and methods to remove it? You have to study, guys. Yes, next one. How is H2O2 prepared from BaO2 H2O? It is given in the NCERT. Please go through it. This is also a very important question in this chapter. Manufacture of hydrogen. This is fixed question, guys. Manufacture of hydrogen gas by Boss's process. Boss's process. Manufacture of hydrogen by Boss's process. Next one. S block elements. Chapter number 10. See, guys. Write the general electronic configuration of S block elements. Which alkali metal is strongest reducing agent? This is asked in 2 annual examination, guys. Which alkali metal is strongest reducing agent? So just you see, go through it. At 2019, 2018, 2 times they have asked the same question. Write the causes due to which lithium exhibit diagonal relationship between magnesium. See, causes due to which lithium exhibit diagonal relationship. This is a very important question. Diagonal relationship with magnesium. They will ask like this also. Diagonal similarities between lithium and beryllium. They will definitely ask one question on diagonal relationship. Please study well this concept. Next concept here is uses of caustic soda, plaster of Paris. So many times they have repeated the same question. Uses of caustic soda means NaOH. Plaster of Paris means calcium sulfate. They will ask uses. Just to go through the two uses of these things. How does sodium reacts with water? How to atomic size and ionization energy of alkali metals change with increase in atomic number? Manufacture of washing soda, sodium bicarbonate by. This is fixed question, guys. You just go through it. This is so many times they have asked. Manufacture of sodium bicarbonate by Solvay's process. So this is very important in this chapter, and also this diagonal similarities and strongest reducing agent and uses of caustic soda and plaster of Paris. So these are very important questions in this chapter, guys. If you want to take a screenshot, you can take it. No fixed question. Only Solvay's process is a fixed question in this chapter. Otherwise, they will just changes the question framing pattern, not the question, not the concept. Concept remains same. They will just change the pattern of the question. That is the meaning here. So if you want to take a screenshot, you can take it. Yes, guys. Now we'll move on to the chapter number 11. P block elements. Yes, guys. Give any three difference between diamonds and graphite. Anomalous properties of boron. Complete the reaction. What is the dry ice? Structure of diborane and reaction of diborane when it is exposed to air. Composition of water gas. What are fullerenes? Mention shape of carbon-16 fullerene. Discuss the structure of diamond and graphite. Write a note on semiconducting property of silicon and germanium. Organosilicon polymer. So see, guys, here difference between diamond and graphite. So many times they have asked the same question. And anomalous properties of boron. How boron behave differently among the groups present in the group boron. Complete the reaction means they will give one reaction in throughout the P block elements chapter. They will give 2 to 3 reactions, and you have to explain the reaction by fill in the blanks. That means they will give a reactant and they will give one product. You have to explain another product. Otherwise, they will give product and you have to write the reactants. Otherwise, they will give reactants and product. You have to write the reagents, conditions. Like that question will arise just like that. So definitely they will ask one question for a complete the reaction. Fill in the blanks. So therefore, in P block elements, how many reactions are there? You have to practice each and every reactions. What is dry ice? You know, solid carbon dioxide is called dry ice. So that is also sometimes they will ask. Structure of diborane. That is what you know. Banana bond is there in that. 3 center 2 electron bond. That is very important concept in this. Composition of water gas. This is also very important. So many times they have asked. What are fullerenes? Mention the shape of carbon-16 fullerene. Structure of diamond and graphite. Semiconducting property. Yes, silicon and germanium. And organosilicon polymer. So if you study this much concept, this is fine enough to score much more marks in P block elements, guys. So if you want to take a screenshot, you can take it, guys. Yes. Chapter number 12, organic chemistry. See, guys, in organic chemistry means some basics and principles and techniques in organic chemistry. First one, IUPAC naming of compounds, extraction of carbon and hydrogen by Liebig's method, sulfur by Carriers method, electronic effects, homologous series, functional group, homologous series, example. Yes, guys. See, guys, here, first one, definitely they will ask 1 mark, 1 question fixed for IUPAC nomenclature. So you are given with one bond line diagram or any compound, you have to explain the IUPAC name of this. 1 mark fixed question. Then carbon hydrogen by Liebig's method, sulfur by Carriers method. Liebig's method and Carriers method. These are very important. I have seen so many question paper repeated the same question. Then out of these 3 effects, they will ask 1. Inductive effect, mesomeric effect, resonance effect, and hyperconjugation effect. These are the called electronic effect. Out of these 4, they will ask 1. And definition of homologous series. This is repeated. Sorry for that. Definition of homologous series. They will ask so many times. And what is functional group? You have to write the functional group of carboxylic acid, functional group of aldehyde. Like that question will arise. With an example, explain chain isomerism, functional isomerism, and position isomerism. Out of these three also one fixed question. See guys, IUPAC name, one fixed question. Out of these two effect, one fixed question. Out of these four electronic configuration, one fixed question. Out of these three isomerisms, one fixed question. Right, so four fixed questions are there in this chapter. If you want to score much more marks in organic chemistry, please read this chapter. Don't leave for choice. Just the very easy chapter is there. Like simple concept, whatever you are observing on the screen, if you only study this much, fine enough to score much more marks in this. So if you want to take a screenshot, you can take it, guys. Next, we'll talk about the last chapter of this concept. See, guys. Hydrocarbons, 13th chapter. Last chapter I'm not going to explain that, so very easy chapter is there, you can study yourself. So last chapter 13, hydrocarbons. Here important questions are ethane prepared by coal-based electrolysis reaction, free radical mechanism of chlorination of methane, Markovnikov's rule, cycloalkanes are prepared from dihaloalkanes, calcium salts of dicarboxylic acid, benzene and toluene isolated from coal tar. Explain Friedel-Crafts reaction with an example. How does benzene, this is very important, how does benzene react with nitrating mixture, chlorine in presence of iron, concentrated sulfuric acid? Mechanism of nitration or halogenation. Definitely ask questions. See guys, this is important, coal-based electrolysis. Free radical mechanism, so many times they have asked this, free radical mechanism of chlorination of methane. This is fixed question. Markovnikov's rule. Addition of hydrogen halide to propene according to Markovnikov's rule. So many times repeated question. And this is also fixed question. Mechanism of nitration. Either they will ask nitration or they will ask halogenation. One question definitely, sure, 100% fixed question for 3 mark mechanism. We have to write. And see guys, some reactions are given here. Reaction of benzene with nitrating mixture, chlorine in presence of iron, benzene reaction with concentrated sulfuric acid, sulfur, nothing but sulfonation, nitration and halogenation is given here. So just go through that. Yes guys, and cycloalkanes are prepared from, how cycloalkanes are prepared from dihaloalkanes, calcium salts of dicarboxylic acid, you have to explain it. And how benzene and toluenes are isolated from coal tar. So these are the important concept in this chapter. Fixed question already I have ticked here. So if you want, you can take a screenshot of it. Yes guys. So up to now, whatever we have discussed, you just go through this concept, definitely you will get out about marks in annual examination. So if you don't want this much chapter to do for the study, only if you want to do only 6 chapter and you want to score out about marks, then also it is possible. Then what are the 6 chapters? So how we are getting out about marks in this annual examination? So I will explain those 6 chapters in the next video. Stay tuned guys. Yes, if you hope this video helpful to you peoples. So if it is helpful to you, please share among your friends and also like, share and subscribe to the channel. Yes guys, yes, we'll meet in the next video with how to score 100 out of 100 marks by doing only 6 chapters. So what those are 6 chapters, how we are getting the 100 out of 100 marks in chemistry, nothing but 70 out of 70 in chemistry, we'll see in the next class. Also, if you have any doubts regarding this session, if you have any, if you need extra concepts, so please comment below, I will explain in the next video. Yes guys, thanks for watching, thank you. See guys, in the next video, I will explain 6 important chapters, only 6 chapters, you can read it and you can get 70 out of 70 marks. And also, what are the important problems on mathematics, chapter wise, each chapter, what are the exercise important problems, I will discuss on the next video. So please share this video among your friends. Thank you, thanks for watching.